did you move on from there? What started to happen?
One day, after I'd read the book, and I was reading and practicing the initiation that Ra, my beloved teacher, set forth, one day I was down standing at Papa Loco. First of all, after the birds, everything just came to me. And it's not like the word said, Roberta, you need to do this. It's like all of a sudden you go, oh, wait a minute. And you've got the word, right? It's called divine word, okay? So I thought, if I like being out here in the forest with all these birds and everything, I bet other people would too. And it would be a way for me to maybe get some income. So I made up some simple little flyers and put them in the hotels in the area. And the tourists began to come, and they had a great time. They were inspired by it too. So I took them on 2-hour walks in the forest, explaining to them how it had regenerated and showing them the speed in the tropics that the forest will return, which was my inspiration to say, look, if we can restore the forests in the tropical belt of the world, they are responsible for more oxygen production and carbon sequestration than any other forest in the world. And at the rate that they can be restored, within 10 years, we could have the forest back if we'd all just get planted, right? So I started taking people. Then on the walks with the tourists, I started noticing little baby trees along the trails. And I began picking those up and bringing them back, and we started a nursery here with just all native trees that were growing in the forest and also seeds. And then we began to sell those or give them to people to try and encourage people to plant what we called tree bridges at the time. Since then, they're called biological corridors. Because when they deforested all the land for cattle pastures, they left a lot of isolated forests. And so by building with fencing, you can build tree bridges between them, which gives the animals that are trapped within those isolated forests a way to move and migrate and maybe pool or. So we wanted people to start doing that. And one day I was standing at the base of Papa Loco, and it just popped into my head. Wait a minute, why don't we start a foundation that would support landowners in a dependable way on the long term, perpetually, to restore and to restore the forests and preserve them. And so that's how I got to work. I had no idea how to use a computer. That was in 2005. I'd never touched one. And my friend nearby, I told her what had come to me, the revelation. And she said, Roberta, look, if you come down to my house just one day a week, I'll teach you how to use the computer, and you can start sending some letters out to people and see if you have any interest. So that's what I did. I learned how to use a computer, and I started sending out emails, and right away I got people who were interested and helped us set up the first foundation. And that's how I got started.
So you did mention that there was perhaps a financial implication to it. There could be some financial benefits, but you were finding it in your heart to help the forest, weren't you? You found that there was something you could do that you would feel very fulfilling.
I absolutely know, Phil, from the very beginning, right, that's why I'm here. Because I feel so lucky to have found, like most people, the majority of people don't, to find what I'm here for. And this is why I'm here, to do this work, to help heal the earth via restoring of forests. I mean, that's why it came to me like that. And there's nothing more important in the world to me than to do this work.
You find that the people who come to you as well and work with you have the same sort of feelings?
Yeah, it's funny because when we started out, a lot of people live in this area. It's very beautiful. That's why you have to come visit. And a lot of foreigners, retired, Americans and Canadians and European people have come here to retire, and they were really behind it in the beginning, and we were working here locally around the lake, doing a few small projects at first. But then as time has gone on, those people have kind of dropped back. they still support us and love what we're doing, but they don't have the energy, you know. I'm really lucky now because I have all these young people, you know, from the UK, and it seems to be the organization just continues to evolve, and everyone's just really excited about it, you know. The new kids that I'm working with, I can see they're the future of the organization. I'm just so happy about it.
And what are some of the projects that you're doing at the moment, or have done?